Hey guys, YouTube, TikTok, and I'm doing a video, and now I'm trying to think of what to talk about because I don't write scripts, I don't do any of that. I just make up the video as I go on the spot, and it's a pretty fun method. I gotta say that I think I get a lot more creative ideas doing this than I would. Today I wanted to show my helmet. I made this, um, or I customized this, and I painted it. It looks like angry eyes. It's cool. I really enjoyed it. This used to have marker all over it, but it wasn't permanent marker, so it didn't stay. But it's supposed to be scattered, just like scribbled marker on this, but I can still use this is like a whiteboard, so that's really cool, so I can paint on it whatever. I added this reflector and this reflector. I took off the fin that was sticking out here, and I lost that, so I can't put another one on, so now it's just like this, but it looks cooler like this anyways. And this flips up, and like, it's cool. It keeps me safe. If I need to fight someone, this would really prevent me from getting knocked out. I'm basically in a fist fight invincible with this thing on, and I feel safe. It's for my bike. Bike is over here, right there. It's my e-bike. It's a Rad Rocket. I don't remember what the specific model name is, but it's a cargo bike. And I also got these gloves. You've seen these before in the sword video that I made. I ordered another sword. There's like a $27 sword, samurai sword on Amazon, and I ordered it to this motel. I'm staying at a motel for a week, and then then I'm going to my friend McCall's and staying for 2 nights. And I also ordered a 5 gram cart to the building, and I'm gonna make content with that, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go to McCall's, and we're gonna smoke weed. We're gonna talk. He's an intellectual. He's the first smart person that I've really met, like truly smart genius. Has a memory bank of so many scientific wonders. Just ask him anything. He's just like this machine of science and knowledge, and like completely different. I make it on the spot. I have short-term memory. I have no memory. He has all the memory. He has all the like random facts. Like, he's a glossary of information that is scientific and proper, and like studious, and so I really like this thing. It's fun wearing it. It protects my face. It protects my eyes. Um, it blocks the sun out. It blocks car lights. It's like, basically, this is the windshield. This is a windshield. Cars have windshields. Bikes have helmets. Helmets are better. I'd wear a helmet in a car. When I get my car, one day when I get my own car and I drive a car, because I haven't driven a car. I've driven a car like 3 times, and I'm 25, and I've driven a car like 3 times. And when I get a car, it's gonna be a fast car, and I'm gonna strap metal to the sides of it. It's gonna be really heavy, fast car that's kind of slower than any other car of the same model, with like equipment on the side, like gas and a shovel, and like wood bars, so that you can stick it, like if you get stuck in the mud, you can put the wood into the under the tire and drive the vehicle out, or like a tow cable, or a roll cage. That would be really cool, but that would be expensive. But a roll cage, um uh and like, ideally, this is later when I have real money, like I'm doing well, like I'm gonna have cars that are hermetically sealed, and they're going to be these filtering, like all the air inside of it is filtered air. goes through these like really high quality vents, and it filters out any nuclear particulates, for example. Um, and it could be lined with aluminum, and it could just be like this bunker, like this. Um, think of it as a, uh, what's the name for it? Planetarium, or just like one of those globes that have like trees and plants and everything, and it has an atmosphere and it's all closed off. It's like its own little ecosystem that you have separate from the outside. So if a nuke blasts off, you're fine. Like, it's totally good. Or a gas attack, or like whatever happens, a sandstorm. It could be so many different things, but like, yeah, that's what I want to do with my money. I want to get that. I want to get tanks. I want to get APCs. I want to get um probably helicopters. I don't really like the idea of driving helicopters, being a rich guy. It's like, this is kind of risky for how rich I am. This kind of seems like a waste. Like, use drones instead. Like, have drone helicopters. That would be cool. Drone helicopters. Um, and just control them on the ground or whatever. And you could have like lines of remote controlled smaller drones that go out, and they connect in a line miles out, connected to each other as a signal, like wireless wires, like wires in the sky. And it sends the signal out to the helicopter, so you can go out as far as many little drones you have for your big helicopter. That would be so cool. Like, this is brilliant. And you know what? Like, one day I'm gonna be in a helicopter with a helmet that's way cooler than this one, but it's gonna have a HUD and a display and everything, and I designed it, probably, and like, in a full suit of armor, in a freaking room that's built to be barraged with artillery and be fine for a little bit, and like, flying a drone with little drones that go out and send the signal like wires in the sky, out far, miles out there, with a helicopter flying around and mapping out areas and getting a verified map. It's like, okay, so everybody has their maps that they created, but I don't know if any of those are true because I don't fundamentally have had explored it firsthand. So I gotta map out as much of the land as I can. So I do that, and then like eventually build an algorithm and have multiple drones just sweep the earth. And then I could get my own scans of the earth, and like, oh wow, I didn't have to use Google Maps, which is edited. And like, it'll be cool. Like, I can have live camera feeds of places around the world. It's like, oh, I want to go to France, and then I have a drone in France, and I just fly around France, and it's like, I want to go to Ukraine, and then like, send drones around the world, and then have wireless connections, and basically just stream to the drones, or have the drones stream to a PC or a phone or something, and with a controller, and then fly it around. I want to get racing drones. That'd be cool. So just fly really fast. I want to get my own drone and like set it outside and come in here and just chill out while I'm flying my drone until the battery dies. Go back out, grab it, and bring it in. Like, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't even think about that. Now it's on my mind. I got a smartwatch. It was a $20 smartwatch, and it's gonna help me keep track of time. It's gonna be a little smart device that has a few apps, minimal apps. It's like the dumbest phone, like a PDA, and it doesn't have typing. And like, I'm gonna have that, and then I also ordered that samurai sword. So like, I can't use it to defend myself. I can't hit anyone with it, because I'm under a protection order, and the courts are letting me out of, not stay in jail while they're monitoring me, and I'm not supposed to have weapons. But if I have a freaking sword, it's like, why do I have the sword? Oh, so I can work out and look cool. It's an accessory to look cool right now. Totally not going to use the sword, but I'm not going to bring it to court with me, so no one's ever going to know that I even had the sword. It's stainless steel. I think it's lower quality than the blue sword that I had. I hope I get that blue sword back and they don't destroy it. And like, the hilt was falling off, and I gotta tape that. I gotta get some electric tape and tape that. But I put a boxing wrap, a black boxing wrap around it, and it's just wrapped around the handle. And it like the blue handle is obscured, and it doesn't look as cool as it did before. Um, See, so it's nice to have a helmet. It's nice. I heard a trick a long time ago. Like in a video, it's good to have something interactable that you can showcase and illustrate. Like you can do camera work, like zoom ins, like check that out, and like get interactive with the camera and like in videos when you have some sort of object to display. I have this iPhone 8, and I think everyone's crazy for almost everyone I've seen has like new phones. And I think they're all crazy because it's like, why did they switch their old phones? Like, this is freaking cool. This generation before, a Galaxy S3 would be cool to me. Like, that is high, even that is like amazing technology, even though it's super old relative to a lot of these other phones nowadays. 11:14. So I got 9 more minutes. Um, so my freaking constipation problem might be solved. I got this new laxative. It's this liquid, and then I got this new pill, and like I pooped this morning. I didn't think I was gonna poop, and I pooped, and like everything's dandy, and I was able to eat normal food and feel just fine and go out on a run. And like I had bacon, turkey bacon, and scrambled eggs with cheese and salt and pepper and hot sauce, and I ate that. I went to run out. I was running and I saw Denny's. I was like, I kind of want to eat breakfast at Denny's. Then I go to Denny's and it's like $15 for or $13 for a meal, and then I get something, and then the cheese is 134 or something like that, and then so there's an extra dollar added. But I get that and I eat it, and it's really tasty. I enjoy it. It's moderate. It's not sugary. I've been eating a lot of carbs. I ate donuts last night. I ate 2 donuts, and like like super bad for insulin resistance. I just got out of the hospital. I did no exercise whatsoever in the hospital. I just laid around like a normal person. I just like, is this how everybody else feels? This is terrible. And also, I was constipated on and off while I was in there. But like that was after 12 days of being constipated, getting in there, and they gave me a Colace bowel stool softener, and it just solved my problem. And then it worked, and then it didn't work another time, and like I was drinking water and it was like tap water, so it was kind of gross water. um but like there were cigarettes allowed, so I got to smoke cigarettes, and I was smoking cigarettes and I didn't like it at all. It was gross. I took a shower after I smoked a cigarette. It was like not that enjoyable. It burns. See, I don't remember cigarettes burning so quickly, but you can smoke a cigarette so quickly, and with an e-cig, you're just puff, puff, puff. Um, so, and then like the food was all right. It wasn't the healthiest food. It was a lot of protein, I guess. A lot of portions. Uh, Too many carbs, no fiber, and not enough. Like there was sausage, egg, potatoes, waffles, um, and a bunch of other things. Just like it was decent food. It wasn't that nutritious. I was deprived of nutrients. There wasn't enough vegetables and fruits, so I was deprived of electrolytes. I was deprived of a lot of essential nutrients. Like honestly, it's medical malpractice what they did to me. Just putting me in there for 2 weeks and making me eat that food. It's like they deprived me of a healthy diet. Like out here, I'm doing way better. Now, granted, I got ice cream and cookies, But that's because I thought that ice cream is relatively cheap nutrition, high protein, like for not a lot of money. Um, and like people tend to live longer, well, if they eat ice cream, because people tend to live longer if they have highly nutritious food, and ice cream is relatively highly nutritious. And then bullshit cookies, those aren't really healthy, but I can eat those. I can eat cookies, I can eat ice cream. I just got to go out on a run and I'll be fine. And like just simple carbs. I just wanted simple carbs that just burns off. I'd like, because I was thinking I wasn't gonna shit. Now I think I'm gonna be fine and shit normally, but my stomach kind of hurts, so I'm not gonna eat a bunch of ice cream and cookies. I might eat a cookie later while I'm running or whatevs, uh, before I'm running or whatevs. How much time? 4 more minutes. So, um, anything else about the hospital? I did some meditation. That was actually, it's meditation's very powerful. I realized that. I like the to the extent, like, I did feel a lot better after I would meditate. I should meditate soon. Haven't meditated since I've been out. I've just been up. I stayed up last night pretty late, like 12 or 1, and I was just like consuming some content, not that much, but mostly just chilling around and hanging out in my motel room, making music, and I doing something. What was I doing last night? I think I was just chilling and thinking for a while, and maybe going on social media and just doing a little bit of stuff. Not really doing a whole lot because I didn't feel good because I hadn't shit for 2 days. This is weird. Like, I never got constipated. It was like the first time I got constipated was like 2 years ago. And ever since then, I've just been getting constipated a lot. I guess I started eating bigger meals or whatever. That's probably it. Something like that. I gotta just eat more proteins, vegetables, fruits, not a lot of carbohydrates because those leave behind a lot of um, debris, uh, waste, a lot of waste. Carbohydrates leave a lot of waste product, and if I just eat like the other stuff, my poop will just be like this liquid or a slurry. Like it'll be easier to pass and it'll be smaller and whatevs. Like I just need to size down. I need to cut. I got so much fat. I can cut for like a month or two, and if I wanted to, and just take like vitamin supplements and minerals and electrolytes. I think I'm gonna end this video though. Anything else? I have 2 minutes. Um, yeah, here's my helmet. I made this. I painted it. I made other things. I made 2 weapons. Orc sword. I call it the orc sword. And the staff that I had, but those are gone now. I'll make another one. 2 things like those, but for now, I'm just gonna get that sword, and then when I get that sword, I'll talk about it and show it. Like, oh, here's a sword review. This is what I think about the sword. Blah blah blah. I can go on for at least 5 minutes.